Hello and welcome to the Road Garage Podcast. My name is Zach.
My name is Darrell.
This is a little bit weird.
It is a little different. Now it's like we got eyes watching us. Look at them.
I know.
Yeah, just like staring at us and watching us now. But we're going to try this video podcast out, see how it works. I feel a little awkward because I can't see the camera. I was vetoed on whether or not Zach and I should face the camera while we done this, or should we face each other.
That's uncomfortable as hell.
I don't know. I feel like we should be facing the camera, but you know, everybody's got their own opinion, and that's your opinion, even though it's wrong.
You're entitled to your wrong opinion.
No, I don't have the wrong opinion. You're the one with the wrong opinion. But I'd like to take a minute to give a shout out to our tens of listeners. It's so great to look at the stats every day and see all of y'all just thoroughly enjoying our podcast material and just having a good time with it. And I really love the feedback that we get. I don't know if you've noticed this or not, but it appears that Zach is sponsored by Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar because he's got the whole can turned around right there.
Well, I didn't think about it because the outlet thing is on that side. So
this one goes. If this one goes big, they're going to owe us some money. I mean, that's just all there is to it. It's like, hey, listen here. So, it's been about a week or two since we've been here. We apologize. Last episode we had was with our grandfather, and that one was
amazing.
That was a lot of fun. Wish we could have went a little while longer with that one, but it was. Yeah, I felt like we were getting to an awkward point, so we're going to revisit and try and do another one with Papa again because I had a lot of fun doing that, and I believe Zach did as well.
Oh yeah, for sure. That was very entertaining.
That was very entertaining. A lot of new things been going on in the past 2 weeks. We have been up and running in powder coating. We're currently using our small oven because we're having some electrical issues with the house wiring itself. So we're having to rewire in. We thought the outlet that we had was going to be good enough for the big oven. It's not. So now we're having to go in to the fuse box, run a new thing, and it's a little bit of a process.
In other words, our house is too old. We're having to modernize it.
Yeah, we're having to modernize at least that garage part of the house. So that part kind of sucks. But, it is what it is. We're getting there. We've done a couple of valve covers, done Zach's intercooler piping on his car.
It looks real good.
Which his car is really close to ready to go. I'm
it's
really
excited.
Right
on the edge of being able to run.
Which that reminds me, while we're sitting here recording this, I'm going to do something real quick. I'm going to minimize this, and I'm going to look up that map sensor that you need real quick.
Oh, yes, that is right. I forgot about that.
I'm going to go ahead and do that while we're at it.
In this, this past little bit, I went and got my fan sensor for the radiator. I put all my intercooler piping in. We ordered new couplers for the piping because the ones we had looked terrible.
They just look bad. They look like they look like they've been on quite a few cars over the past few years.
So I did that, and then whenever I went and got my radiator sensor, I actually looked because I needed to get a speed sensor too. I was looking at speed sensors or whatever for it, and the place that I was at, we were sitting there talking or whatever, and he's like, dude, through us, they're like, they're asking $177 for a speed sensor. I was like, yeah, no. He helped me and found it on Amazon, and it was like what, $15, $20?
Yeah, that was just absolutely ridiculous. I could not believe how much that was. But
even one of the other guys came over. He's like, dude, it's literally just a magnet. He's like, there's no way it should ever be that expensive.
Yeah, that is absolutely ridiculous.
We got a kick out of that one.
But that's the thing is you really have to go and unfortunately you have to double check parts because sometimes people be like, a part will be really high somewhere, and then you can go somewhere else, and that same part will be like $20. I mean, that's just one of those common things.
It's crazy how stuff like that changes.
I'm having a hard time finding this part number. I'm not ignoring anybody. I'm trying to multitask here, which I do better than most people in my family. So
I cannot sit there and try to research something and talk all at the same time.
So I am at least sitting here trying to find his map sensor that he needs for his car while we're here.
Wish I could stop burping. That'd be amazing.
I don't know what to tell you to help out on that one.
No, it's all good. But since we are starting the powder coating, we are going to redo my valve cover, but we have been having a little bit of a struggle trying to figure out you have to do a chrome base, and then you have to do the powder coat itself. So we're having trouble getting it to work. So we're getting there with that.
Yeah, we are getting there. I've got it based with the chrome.
It actually doesn't look bad chrome.
No, it doesn't look bad chrome, but I've got to put the blue back on it.
Yeah.
And just to be honest with you, it doesn't fit as well. It doesn't fit as well in the small oven, so I would rather wait to finish it in the big oven because I really don't want to mess it up again. That
valve cover is pretty huge compared to like that ZC valve cover we did.
There is the manufacturer's part number. Yeah, that ZC part done. But see, that's another issue that we had with the small oven was my hand hit it going in, and it made
spot. Yeah,
it made a spot on it because that little small oven. It's it just really just needs to be there for small stuff. It is just not.
That one's there for like really tiny, simple crap.
All right, yeah, Zach, they have. Let's see here. Yeah, they have 9 in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Not a big markup on that one, but we'll go ahead and click here. Let's go to 4-bar map sensor, V-heel filament. Yep, okay. Direct replacement. That's it. All right. So let me go here. Add that to cart. Go to cart. So just so y'all know, anybody out there that's looking for performance parts, I can get you a hookup on anything you need. This little map sensor, our cost on it, we would have been able to save you at least $15 on it as opposed to ordering online. So there's always little things like that at the Road Garage. Oh no, our little dudes went away. Come back, little dudes. There's our little dudes. Oh, and I'd like to give a big shout out to Amber or Ambi, whatever you want to call her.
Ambi Bambi.
Ambi Bambi. She made us our new Road Garage logo.
I love it
with the 2 raccoons. I love it. She's actually working on. She's going to put a tire around it, and it's going to have the Road Garage podcast, and we're going to start doing shirts out of it in the very near future. So I'm pretty excited about that. Why is it saying that FedEx is 4 business days?
Well, it's FedEx. FedEx takes forever to ship everything, and around here they're garbage too.
No, usually FedEx is 2 business days. Is it trying to pull it out of... Oh, it's trying to pull it from Texas.
I don't know, but I hate dealing with FedEx ground.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I don't like dealing with any of them anymore.
I really don't blame you.
Calculate shipping. Yeah, it was trying to pull it from Texas. That's why it was doing that. So that makes a little more sense. There we go. 2 days. That's what we need. Submit shipping. All right, that's ready to go. We'll just have to go in the morning and put money in that account so we can order that.
I got you.
But it is pretty much done.
That deals with that. So what that means, that map sensor
should be here by Tuesday.
That map sensor, non-detergent, brake-in oil. I need to put my transmission oil in it, and then I need to finish setting up that turbo oil drain spot.
Yeah, we got to finish the oil drain. I'm so glad you didn't put the oil in before you realized that hadn't been hooked up yet.
I am too.
Like I looked at Larry the other day and I was like, Larry, should I let him put oil in it real quick just so he has to clean it up? And I was like, wait a minute, this is my garage floor. I'm not doing that. Oh no, my crappy foam just came off the wall, y'all. Oh no, and they're gonna see it. Yeah, well. The foam idea didn't do quite as well as I wanted it to.
There's a huge crevice in it right here.
Well, that's where my wire. That's from the HDMI wire coming out from the.
You could have put it behind them, like put it through the crack.
It was too short. That I don't know if you've noticed, but it's kind of pulled a little tight. So it was a little short.
There's a lot of slack in that, homie.
It didn't used to sit right there. It was sitting down here.
Oh, that is true.
I had a different layout of this whole podcast table.
That is true.
And it's not the same. So it's kind of not the same. So yeah, Zach, he's going to have to get his car under control because he's about tore up everything else that we own.
We're not talking about that part.
Yeah, I know.
That poor CRX. Love that little car's heart. I have put that thing through everything.
Well, but my question is, why haven't you went ahead and fixed that distributor O-ring this week?
Because I'm poor.
Dude, it is a distributor O-ring.
I'm poor. And it's not just the O-ring. If I taking that O-ring out,
You better not be poor. You got to give me money for the speed sensor in the morning.
Well, I probably have just about as much money to do that. Because I get paid really soon, so.
Oh. Dude, an O-ring shouldn't cost but 50 cents.
No, it's not going to cost very much.
That's what I was saying. You need to go ahead.
But my problem is it's that valve cover that's pouring the most amount of oil, because
valve
it's
cover?
the gasket, the valve cover gasket. It's gone bad. I told you that. There's like oil all over the top of the headers and everything. It's literally just spewing out. Like when you stop that car and let it sit for a second, you can see the smoke come out where it's burning it off of that header.
Well, this is honestly the first I've heard
horrible.
about the valve cover. I heard about the distributor O-ring, but
I told you about the valve cover.
Well, then the valve cover probably needs to be tightened or checked or something. It's a valve cover on the top of a Honda. It's not hard to fix. And the valve cover for that car, hold on a minute, dude.
They're probably cheap. I just haven't looked at it. And I've been hoping, my plan was I was going to get the EK done this weekend, but I can't because there's still crap I have to do.
Series valve.
Because I was going to get that running, and then I was going to screw with the CRX because I figured I'd have it done really quick. So
yeah, dude, they're $26.
$26.
You've probably spent more money in oil than you could have bought that damn valve cover gasket for.
Not really, because I've been using that one that was already out there that I bought that we realized wasn't going to work for the EK.
Yeah, but that was still like $20-some in oil.
Yeah, but I bought that forever ago.
But you still bought it. It's still money you've spent. You've still spent more money on oil than you would have spent if you would have just fixed the valve cover.
True.
Listen, man, I guess you're just dedicated to that shit ball. Can't even say anything.
No, I'm dedicated to getting the EK done.
Well, I guess so. But yeah, you definitely need to work on fixing that. Get it up and running and everything good.
I just can't wait to have the 240 back in the garage because I'm missing that car so bad.
Yeah,
I know where it's at and I know it's in good hands. I mean, it's not like I'm worried about it. It's just one of those things I just miss seeing it because I can't drive it. The least I had was at least being able to see it.
I talked to Sean the other day. He's been working on it a little here and there, pulling out the little small dents. But the bigger one that was in the quarter panel, he said he can't get that. Oh, Lord.
In the rear quarter panel?
Sorry, everybody, for yawning. Sorry for everybody that yawned in sympathy for that one. I don't know where that came from. But, yeah, he's trying to get that. He couldn't get that one out.
That one is pretty bad, yeah.
He said it's going to have to be body shop. But the whole goal was we were going to Sean for the paintless dent removal to let him get out as much as he could so the car wasn't full of putty and stuff trying to get all these little, because it had door dings all down it. You know,
I want to try to keep that thing as Bondo-less as possible.
Yeah, it's a 93. So, yeah, you got to keep it Bondo-less and got to keep it off the drift track, you know, things of that nature.
I'm going to go buy me a shit box for that.
For what?
Drift track.
You know, you keep talking about drifting, and I'm really glad that you basically took the bait on that one because I don't think you're ready for drifting. Don't think you're ready because I remember in your mom and I, we remember this. Hold on a minute.
Are you about to talk about the shopping cart?
Yes.
That's completely different.
That is not
No, I was a child. I was a very small child. You cannot compare that to now.
You used to cry.
I used to cry?
Yes.
You never told me that. You just said I always got mad at you.
Nikki, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, well, hey, we just called you on the podcast. Can you hear us?
I can.
Okay. Go ahead and verify with me, because Zach's sitting here talking about how he wants to be a drifter. And tell the beautiful tens of listeners that we have what he used to do whenever I used to drift the shopping cart.
Oh, my God. No, he threw a fit, and he would like, do this vice grip thing on the handle and, like, lock his legs against the side of the cart. And he would scream at you, and if you didn't stop, he would cry.
Yeah, he was like, "No, I don't want to drift."
Oh, he was so angry. He would yell at you, and like even if you just kind of did it.
Oh, that is so funny. That is absolutely hilarious. But yeah, like Zach, I don't know, man. You didn't like drifting in a shopping cart, and we weren't going at like 3 miles an hour.
We're not even going to talk about him riding the elevator.
Oh, an elevator. Yeah, you didn't want to ride the elevator. You don't remember getting on the elevators? Oh, no, I don't want to ride the elevator.
No, I know that Mom can't stand them.
You didn't like the elevator? Let's see. Let's go through all the things that makes me think Zach's not ready to drift. Zach didn't like to ride the elevator. Zach didn't like to drift in a shopping cart.
That water ride at Dollywood.
God, I got him so good on that one. I don't know how many of y'all have been to Dollywood, but you know, Dollywood has the log ride that goes up the hill and it comes down. I can't think of what it's called. I should know, but it's the one that seats like 20 people and the one big log comes down down the hill into the thing of water.
I'm trying to think of the name of it.
Well,
I don't remember the name.
I talked Zach into going and getting on it. And as we were getting on it, I was like, yeah, see, Zach, you just float around because, it's got this really long little course that you float through before it goes up the hill and then you come down. I was like, yeah, see, Zach, that's all that is. So we go and we get on it and we're riding and we're flowing through that. And then we start going up that hill and Zach's like, Dad, you lied to me. Dad. And we came down that hill and that kid was so pissed off at me, dude. The hate in his eyes when we got to the bottom of that thing.
I was so scared I wouldn't look over.
He laid down.
Yeah, I wouldn't even look over the thing. I literally grabbed a hold of the bar and like pulled myself down. And where they have like the pictures or whatever, you couldn't even see me.
You can't even see him, yeah. It was like it was just Darrell riding the ride. It
was so bad. Well, Nikki, I'll let you go since, you didn't want to be on this podcast anyway so we had to put away the third microphone. So I'll let you go so you're on the phone. But I just wanted to verify that because, Zach was all like, yeah, I'm going to drift.
No. Oh, and one more thing to add to this is when my mom bought him the go-kart, he refused to ride it until she put pool noodles on the thing and got him a helmet and a seatbelt.
I don't remember that. I remember enjoying it, and I remember raising hell in that thing, but I never remember that part.
I don't know. I remember you did
all the safety stuff. You were Mr. OSHA.
I remember you did break it a few times
Mr.
before it ever
OSHA.
got running.
Yeah, that's what we used to call you when you were little because you wouldn't do anything that was remotely sketchy.
No, anything that was sketchy, you were like, nope.
Now look at me.
Not interested. You still don't do anything.
I drive that death cart around everywhere.
My little brother James rode that Tonka dump
truck. The Tonka truck down the hill.
He wouldn't do that.
No, Zach wouldn't even do that.
Well, yeah, that's because I know the difference between stupid and fun.
That was both.
No. Mm-hmm. No, that was not. That was just stupid.
If your uncle, the Reverend Rod, would ride down a hill on that, there's no reason why you shouldn't. Rod is the Reverend. I don't know how many of y'all know about my Uncle Rod.
Yeah, I remember whenever the last person went down it and they broke the dump truck bed off of it.
That was Rod.
But interesting story. This is really funny because this now makes 2 podcasts in a row that we have mentioned Rod. Because I don't know if y'all remember I don't know if y'all remember the last podcast. Papa was like, anything you give Rod, it don't matter if it's a tool, a car, no matter what it is, he's gonna break it.
Mm-hmm.
It was probably Rod that broke the truck on the last ride down. Now that I think about it,
I think that's literally what Mom just said.
Yeah, it was him.
Was it Rod? He broke it too.
Yeah.
Oh my
That's
Lord!
funny.
He's gonna have to quit breaking stuff.
That's hilarious.
Poor Rod. He is just the breaker of things. I was not aware of that. That is quite funny. But I will let you go, Nikki. I appreciate you answering for our call there. But we just wanted to discuss and see, just so he couldn't sit here and act like I was lying. I wanted to have my proof there.
No.
I had to call you. I had to call you to the stand.
Hey, things have changed over the years, though.
Not really.
Not really.
If that's what you think.
Not really. You know what I want to do? And I think we're going to live stream it. I want to, because we've not done this. Is Nikki still here or did she go away?
I mean, I'm still here. Do you want me still here or do you want me to go?
Oh, you can, but I think I've got this idea. I want to live stream it. I think it's what we're going to do. We're going to do a live stream.
Context, please.
We're going to do a live stream race and see who wins on Gran Turismo or Forza. I want to see if you're faster than me at a video game.
In a video game, no.
You don't think you're faster than me? You're not.
I don't know. You did have him beating those couple of races for you.
He beat one.
I beat one.
I'm
fine with some of those.
He couldn't beat any of the others.
No, I beat a few of the others. No, my thing is I don't like controllers because I don't
like controllers.
No, because my immediate instinct is to press the triggers all the way down, and I'm not good with throttle control on controllers. That's my problem. I stopped playing Forza because it's literally all I can do is basically hit the wall because I can't do throttle control on it. It annoys me.
Okay, so everyone heard it here first. If Zach and I were to 1v1 in a race,
I'm not.
He just admitted he was going to lose.
He's conceding already.
He's already conceding.
I'm not afraid to say that. In terms
conceding.
On a console game, yes, I most definitely would lose because I don't do throttle control well. I suck at it.
I see. So he admits that he loses, and let's see. I beat him in Gears of War.
Well, that one was a given. You've had way more years of experience in that than I have.
All right, well, we'll figure out another game. We still have to have that challenge at Airsoft, my friends versus your friends.
I know. I thought we were going to do that forever ago.
I know. We need to actually get that lined out, don't we?
I'll talk to
Okay,
Jacob
love you
about
guys.
it.
I'm hanging up now.
All right, then. Love you. Bye.
Forgot she was on the phone.
Hey, you done forgot about your mom?
Apparently.
She hung up the phone. All right, so yeah, I don't know. You might be okay drifting, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know if you're ready for it or not.
You're going to keep doubting me till I have a chance to
Probably,
practice and learn it.
probably. I'm gonna keep doubting you until you go to the first parking lot and hit a pole.
That's why you choose a parking lot without a pole right
And
the way.
it's hard to find a big parking lot without a pole because they usually light those parking lots because they don't want a dark parking lot.
Depends on where you go. There's a few of them you can find where they're sitting on the side.
Yeah, you might be, but I've rode with you in a car. I think you would definitely be able to find it.
I do better driving on my own than I do with you because I get nervous with you. Because I start thinking everything and then trying to overcorrect stuff, and then I screw stuff up.
Well, you're gonna
That's half of my
you're
problem.
gonna have to get over that.
I only do it with you or mom in the car. I can ride with anyone
here's the
else in the
deal.
car, and it does not bother me.
But you're gonna have to get over that because if you're wanting to drift or you're wanting to do things like that, you're not gonna be able to do that because you're gonna have people watching you, and then you're gonna
like
overthink
I'm fine.
it.
I'm fine. People watching me. Like I said, I can do it with about anyone else. It's you two that I can't.
I guess so. I don't know, but I think you're going to have to get over that whole thing anyway. You got to quit being so timid on that. Don't worry about how I tell you to drive. I think you just drive like crap all the time, and you get annoyed whenever I call you out on how crappy you drive.
No, like there's a lot of times that I stress out and start driving like trash just because you're in the car and I start stressing. I literally don't know why I do it. It's just a mental thing.
Just a mental thing that you can't figure out.
I've not figured out why I do it.
Well, I have no clue. I don't know what to tell you on that one. I was sitting here looking at our listeners and the listening. Oh, excuse me. I apologize, everyone. I'm sorry. This is live, so it's hard for me to take that stuff out. You know, you got to roll with it.
Very true.
Like I'm sitting here looking at our podcast and Project Cars to Model Cars, which was the one we published on January 11th. That one has had so many more listens than anything else. Like it is.
Breaks my heart too because I think our S14 one was probably one of my favorites, and it has doesn't it have like the least amount.
It has the least amount of views, and literally one more view, and the last episode we done with Papa's already ahead of it. Let's see, because
that breaks my heart. That was one of my best. That was one of the best episodes that whole time.
Because Stingrays and Cougars, which was January the 30th.
I forgot you named it that.
Yeah, Stingrays and Cougars. That one's doing well. That one is we've done. Let's see, we've done 1, 2, 3, 4.
Even though you never gave context to the
6,
cougar
7,
conversation.
8, 9, 10, 11. We've done 11 episodes, and Stingrays and Cougars is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. So it's 5th, but Project Cars to Model Cars is by far in the lead. And Reunion Story, just, man, for some reason, listen, y'all need to go listen to that, man. That is just such a good little story. You need to go listen to that one. And I guess I can go ahead and do this. We can go ahead and talk about this.
I swear, if Malachi doesn't stop blowing up my phone.
You tell Malachi I said to go away.
Well, he just tried to FaceTime audio call me, and I hung up on him.
Well, I would FaceTime audio call him, but he would say something highly inappropriate as soon as I called. So I'm not even gonna FaceTime audio
It's
call.
not even worth trying to risk it.
But if you want to talk about it, Zach's cougar. So I'll go ahead and tell this story. While we were on the beach trip, or the not the beach trip, the
Bahamas trip,
we went to Princess K, and while we were at Princess K, we were there, and this woman comes up walking, and we were talking about the different excursions that you can go on with the cruises. Well, this woman, she was like, oh my God. She's like, the dolphin was so close, and like they get right here at you. And she was like, they do whatever. They're like so trained, like the instructor would say, go do this, and they would go do that. She looks at Zach and she says, yeah, like they'll tell you to touch noses and the dolphin will come touch your nose. This random 50-some-year-old woman leans into Zach and literally touches his nose with her nose.
like nose to nose, like made eye contact with me.
Nose to nose, and me and Nikki just looked at Zach and we were like, oh, bro.
I was so uncomfortable. I didn't even know how to react. I didn't say anything the rest of the time because I didn't know what to say.
That was so awkward because like you were like face to face, like right here in this woman. I mean, like literally literally you could have COVID coughed on her, and but it was so hilarious, and we laughed about that, and it was funny, and we were gonna wait to tell that story with Nikki, but Nikki never did end up coming on to do to have a talk about the cruise.
Yeah.
And it's been so long ago since we've done the cruise, there's not really a thing to do. And I apologize for the video people watching here while I'm talking. I'm looking at my phone and my notes because I have notes. Been trying to do some notes because Zach and I don't really plan these. We kind of just go raw. But I have had some notes where we try and talk about different things and discuss stuff.
Yeah, sorry if you see me picking up my phone and stuff. I'm not.
It's because Malachi won't quit calling.
Well, I'm ADHD. I like to fiddle with crap. If something's in front of me, I mess with it.
Another funny thing about that trip, which we didn't discuss, was, and I had it here in my notes to talk about the next time, was the negotiations for the pig.
Oh, I was like, what?
That was so funny. So
it's hilarious.
So I've got a friend. His name, we've always just called him Pig. That was his name online. And Pig was originally from Georgia. Now he lives in South Carolina. Well, I found this very inappropriate pig wood carving in the Bahamas. And this woman, I was like, oh my God, that would be so perfect to take back for Pig. So I asked the woman, I was like, how much is this? She was like, $60. I was like, no, I'm good. She was like, well, how much you give me? I was like, I don't know, like 20? And she's like, oh, we can't do 20. I was like, this is for a friend and I'm not interested in paying $60 for this. So she then says, well, she was like, how about 45? I was like, no, I'm just going to be honest with you. I was like, this is like a $25 friend. I was like, I'm not really looking to spend $45 on a gift for this friend. And she was like, oh, no. I was like, all right, then. Well, it's all good. So I got to walk away. She's like, okay, 30. And I was like, all right, fine. So I got the little pig thing for $30. And it was funny because Nikki took a picture of it on the beach and she took these random pictures of it. And it's
basically got its whole photo shoot that came with it whenever we gave it to him.
It's kind of funny. Oh, by the way, speaking of pictures of things somewhere.
Just went away.
Oh, man, it did, didn't it? Man, why won't it stay there? Here, let's go back. Show the little dudes. All right, check this out. So I've got this new thing with our buddy Cody, which Cody's supposed to be coming and doing a podcast with us. And, Cody helps us with podcasts. But look at my new album that I have on my phone for Cody, Zach.
Cody at work?
Yeah. Is
it just the random pictures?
It's the
Yeah, so full context. So, Zach and then Cody. So we have a group chat with all four of us, and it's called The Sweet Life.
Cody, look at Cody. Cody just,
anytime that Dad has to go down,
he just sitting there in a chair hanging out.
Anytime that Dad has to go down to like anywhere where he is.
I know you can't sit on the camera, but yeah.
Anytime that he has to go down to the garage that he works at, to go do something or whatever, he just takes random pictures of Cody and then just sends it to the group chat. And I'm like, what are you doing? So apparently this is a new thing.
It's like as I walk up and I see Cody like not doing anything.
Not paying attention.
So I'm like, well, it's always funny because when I walk up, he's not doing anything. So it makes it that much funnier because it's like, dude, aren't you supposed to be at work, buddy? So yeah, I like to take these random pictures of Cody whenever we're out. So that
I think my favorite one was you taking the picture of him when he had the engine dropped, and you're like, you're in your element, and he said, no, it's a Honda Accord.
Yeah, I forgot about that one. I need to go back and find that picture. I don't know.
That one was funny.
That one was pretty good. I don't know what happened to that one, but yeah, old Cody, that's the guy that ripped Zach off on that CRX. Which I love that car. I know we've had that discussion before, but yeah, that's a great car, and it's been really good for Zach too as well. So, but yeah, Cody got him.
You just like it for me because it's slow, so I can't raise hell in it.
But it's really not slow. It's a fun little quick car. It handles good. It drives good. It's fun to drive. I enjoy it.
Handles good unless you get it anywhere in the rain. That thing does not hold grip anywhere in the rain, no matter what you do.
I don't know why it wouldn't. It has brand new wheels and tires on it.
I don't know either. It does not like the rain. That car does not like the rain.
I think, you know what I think it is? I think maybe you're just afraid.
No, I've literally had it slide out from under me multiple times because it just does not like the rain. It will not do it on a dry day. I can go take a corner as fast as I want, no problem. If you try to do it, even at like a
you better not be
decent
taking
speed.
these corners as fast as you want. You better be taking these corners within the speed limit posted on the road that you were.
Oh yeah, just like you do. Just like how whenever you were going 60 down that one road and you were like, I think I just bent the rim whenever I hit that pothole. Yeah, you don't want to talk about that part.
That was funny. So I took a trip with a friend this weekend.
Oh gosh.
God love him. Like multiple times he looked at me and be like, "Speed limit's 35. Speed limit's 40." I was like, dude, it'll be all right. I don't care if I get a ticket. I get a ticket. I'm like, I'm driving, man. I'm just going. I was like, you know, as long as we get from point A and point B, if I get pulled over, I get pulled over. If I don't, I don't. You know, that's kind of how I look at it. I live my life like Papaw.
I mean, I try not to do, raise hell and be stupid or whatever. Usually if I'm on the interstate or whatever, 5 mile over, that's pretty much about the most. Because most people say you can go 5 mile over, you ain't going to get in trouble unless it's, a state trooper that's just looking to make revenue, some crap like that.
My standard internet speed 75 to 80.
75 to 80.
I don't care if it's 55 or 65. It should be 75 to 80. I believe, listen, if y'all want to really make a change in America, I'm speaking to you people right now, all you people, elect me as president. The minimum
We'd be screwed.
You will not be allowed to drive in the left lane. I will fix that. You'll be able to get over, pass somebody, and get back.
Essentially, what you're saying is we need Wyoming road laws.
We need all these different road laws.
Because theirs is their get over laws, and that's amazing.
They need to, yes, I'm
like
so tired.
If you're driving slow in the left lane in Wyoming, you will get pulled over and get a ticket.
Because know what?
they have like the emergency semis and all the crap that have a time limit on stuff, and you can't be in that left lane unless you're getting around someone.
Listen,
that's the crap we
I'm
need.
just going to go ahead and tell you that if a cop pulls me over for speeding while I am passing someone that is in the left lane, in the right lane, like if I'm in the right lane passing them and I'm speeding and I get pulled over for speeding, I'm going to let that cop have it and say, you know what? Who said the law that they're breaking was worse than the law that I was breaking? Mm-hmm. Because they're in the wrong lane. I personally, and I've had somebody argue with me on this, but I feel that more accidents are caused on the road by people who drive in the left lane slow
than in the left lane
than
fast.
People that drive slightly faster. Mm-hmm. I feel like that people have to hit their brakes more. It changes a whole lot. It changes everything. If you and I hate these people. And I had a friend that was like this. This pisses me off. Listen to this. I'm going to go on a rant right now. We done got me started. This is my rant. Kiss me. I had a friend say this, and I am so aggravated. I wanted to smack the shit out of them while we were riding down the road whenever they said this. We were going down the road, and I was like, are you going to get over? There's like people behind me. Like the speed limit's 70, and I'm doing 75. They'll be okay. No, they won't be okay. You are not the fucking interstate
pace car.
I was having a hard time with that word. You are not the pace car. You are not the person that determines what speed everybody else wants to go in. If somebody is behind you, get over. Get over. They want to go somewhere. You know what? Why should you slow them down when you can just easily get over and get out of their way? If you're planning on passing somebody that's 100 yards ahead, go ahead and get over. Let those people go. Then you get back over. Then you pass them. Then you are only disrupting your day by a few minutes and not other people. It is so annoying. It drives me absolutely crazy.
Another problem that you run into with people, and I've seen it happen, multiple times on the interstate because I've almost witnessed multiple wrecks over it. People going slow in the left lane, and there is someone behind them that is in a rush, in a hurry, trying to go past, and they're impatient, and they try to get over into the other lane and go around, and someone's in their blind spot on the right side because the people on the left won't go.
Yeah, the people.
I can't count the amount of times I've seen it happen.
Like if I'm in the left lane going and I'm going around and say I'm in the left lane going and I see another car coming up behind me, I go ahead and get over in the right lane, let them get by me, then I get back over and then go around the car that I'm wanting to go because
just mind your own business.
I don't want to disturb anybody else. Listen, I will modify my cruise for you. Okay. I will modify my cruise and hit my brakes and get over to help you because I don't want to hold you up. Okay. I'm not here to hold you up. Everybody has their own agenda. I don't know what people are doing. I don't know why you need to go where you need to go. I don't know why you need to go at the speed you need to go. But you know what? It is your right as an American to go at whatever speed you want to go. Yes, there are speed limits. Yes, they are. But it is your right to choose whether you want to break that law or not. It is not my. Sorry.
Well, see, and another thing,
it is not my. It's not my job to slow you down.
Your thing's coming off behind you. But another thing, like going back to that or whatever, and I'm going back to the Wyoming thing too, is they won't really pull you over for speeding in Wyoming. They don't care.
Malachi's calling me now.
Of course he is. But like they won't really pull you over for speeding in Wyoming. They don't care. Just as long as
away, Malachi. We don't want to talk to you.
As long as you're not like in the left lane going slow and disrupting the crap that's behind you that has a time limit on stuff that has to go. They don't really care if you speed. You can go 100 miles past a cop there, and they just ignore it.
Just get over. Just get out of people's way, man. Just be courteous. Just be courteous. That's all you got to do. Mm-hmm. That's literally that's all you got to do. Just be courteous and just get over and just let everybody get where they want to go when they want to go. Mm-hmm. And you know what? We're at 35 minutes. I feel like that might be a good time to go ahead and just end this podcast.
The only other thing I have to say is stop trying to race me on the interstate. That's another thing that drives me crazy.
Who tries to race you?
Anyone that if there is someone in the other lane, if I'm in your car or any of the other cars besides the CRX, people don't race the CRX. I can't count the amount of people that try to get over in front of me or whatever and try to get me to race them. It drives me crazy. Go away. I have my own crap to do. I don't want to race your shitbox Civic.
Nobody ever tries to race me.
People do in your car. If I drive your car, people do it all the time.
I drive my car every day and nobody tries to race me.
Well, I don't know what the luck is that I have, but it happens to me all the time, and it annoys the crap out of me.
The last person to try and race me in my car was almost a year ago, and it was one of those TRD Camrys, and we realized that it wasn't faster.
Well, no, I thought you said it was that Golf R that mopped the floor with you, because those things are fast.
That little Golf R did.
Those things are ridiculous.
The Camry was more recent than the Golf.
I was thinking it was the Golf.
The Golf got me first, and then the Camry tried to race me one day coming down the road, and I was like, "Yeah, we're gonna try it out." They quick, but it wasn't quite as quick as I thought it would be. But that little Golf ate me a lot.
That and that other trip that we took, the Dodge Challenger, the V6 that kept trying to race you, and you didn't even drop a gear.
I didn't even drop a gear. I was like, dude, like, go on. And like his poor girlfriend was in the passenger seat. Like, is that all you got? And it's like, yeah.
It was pretty sad.
That poor boy went home defeated, but it is what it is. But yeah, I do not condone racing. All of these racing events took place while we were in Mexico. We were not in that area. I do not condone racing so. But yeah, it's the way people are, man. It's just the way they are.
It is.
Sometimes you got to race. Sometimes you got to be slow in the left lane.
I will say I had someone pull up next to me when I was in the CRX. They're like, is it a real SI? I was like, yeah. They're like, dude, they're like, it's awesome. Like basically just talking about it and just basically sharing their love for it. Like, it was really cool.
I mean, it is a cool car. I've thought about taking it away from you and making it my daily for a long time. But
yeah, you have fun with that. I'll trade you.
Don't know if I can do that or not. So, well, we appreciate all tens of y'all coming out to listen to us, and we're trying to give you all a little more content, and we'll be back again hopefully next Sunday. Hopefully Zach can get his stuff together and we can get these scheduled to where they're supposed to be,
hopefully.
So I appreciate all y'all coming out and listening. My name's Darrell.
My name's Zach.